Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Debra, and this is She Roars Boldly. And today we have a special guest. And I started my conference global speaking with him. You know, a lot of people are out there going, I want to speak globally. And I actually started there. I started globally in Toronto. Yes, in Toronto, and that's where I actually went to personally. And so I thought everybody needs to meet the guy behind the vision. So could you tell us a little bit how you developed the WEL Conference, and what your vision was for it?
First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Debra, and you're one of the great speaker and great client for us. Thank you so much for inviting me for this podcast. I'm glad to share the screen with you, and it's a big honor. And this is Kirti, and I'm the CEO for WEL Conferences. As the word WEL itself indicates, women entrepreneurship and leadership. So we actually coined the term WEL. So that is the background behind the WEL word, and it was actually intended for the global networking of women entrepreneurs and leaders and coaches, and also business owners across the world. And the main purpose of these conferences is to connect the people who are like-minded and having a vision. And fortunately, we got successful path in this domain, and we got many clients and many subscribers to our conferences because of the service. And we also try to learn and keep on learning from the previous conferences. And initially, we thought of handling these conferences virtually, and we got very good response, and many people suggested to organize these conferences in person. And initially we organized the conference in Madrid and Barcelona and Toronto and also Chicago, and also in other locations like Valencia. Of course, we got some issues while organizing these conferences, and through issues we found out many gaps. And of course, we organized these conferences with a lot of patience, and finally we got stabilized in this field. And there are many issues like we had previously. Let us say, for example, if you can say Valencia, at the time of Valencia event, we got floods, and even we don't have space for the meeting. However, we already had clients who already landed to Valencia, who are already traveled, and they got checked in to the hotel. And even at that time, most of the speakers who already registered for the conference asked twice whether the conference is going on or not, because there are so many issues going on, how we are going to achieve or how we are going to execute the event. So at that time, we kept only one thing in mind. Since many clients from USA already landed to the location, we don't want to disturb their mood. And even though the venue also supported us, and we executed that well. And so finally, the event was completed successfully, and we got very good response for that as well. And so this is about the basic thing. And we have upcoming conferences in Venice and also in Las Vegas and Singapore. So these are the upcoming destinations we are planning. And the main agenda is to achieving the global networking and connecting the people. Uh, the main purpose of this is to understand the purpose of the client, what the client need. Actually, they need good networking and also the branding. They want to promote their brand and their exposure to the global clients. So we are doing our best to make it happen, and we definitely will do our like more important services to the clients. And so this is about the basic information about the WEL conferences. And the major services include, in addition to the speaking engagements, we also have a dedicated journal in which all the speaker articles will be published in the journal. And of course, it is taking a lot of time and a lot of cross checking of the content, and there will be a lot of Q while doing these publication of the speaker articles. So we have a dedicated team, and I much appreciate my team for doing such a great job. So in addition to them, people also require the branding promotion of their speech. So what we are doing, lifetime we are promoting their talks. for the lifetime. It's not like for just till the contents. Even the contents completed, till the website is available, till the WEL conference is running, their talks will be available in our library, which is for which we are maintaining YouTube, where all the talks will be available. We will take complete care on the talks recordings, and we will try to promote till the end. It's not like till the conference, but will yearly at least 6 to 7 times each speaker promotion will be done. Even though they are already completed their talk and they are not coming also, we'll do their promotions in a rotation because they are our clients. We want to promote them. Yeah. So these are the basic principles we keep in mind. Yeah. So this is about the basic service and fundamental information about our well group. And especially the good thing we are experiencing is there are some of the speakers who are coming again and again. For example, we have Dr. Debra who is in front of us, and Dr. Mary and Terry and Dr. Eva. So these are the some of the references indicating that why they're coming to our conferences again and
Yes.
again. With a lot of respect, we will treat them really. It's an indication. It's a clue why they are coming. It's a really inspiring us. It's not like why they are coming. It's inspiring us, and we will try to do our best more and more in terms of quality of service. So this is about some of the information about the WEL group, and happy to share this information with you this time. I really like. I must say the gratitude towards the support given by Dr. Debra and other important speakers for our conference. Even though they are busy in schedule, they are keeping their schedule available for our conferences, which is really nice. So we definitely we are looking for many more collaborations, and we are welcoming more speakers and more associations to work with us to make broader contents, big contents in the upcoming years. We actually looking for some even mini sponsors and speakers and collaborations and exhibitors for our conferences. Our platform is big, and we have so many opportunities for experts who are into this field and who are interested in this field. And so this is about the basic information. I request you to any questions.
First, I have to brag on you, okay? So
I
this
think I didn't
man,
give any break. Sorry.
this man, I contacted him in the middle of my night. It's like 2 in the morning for me, and I'm going, is this conference real or is this a fake? I don't know if you remember all that. And he spent
Yeah, yeah,
hours assuring me that it wasn't. He sent me videos, he sent me testimonies, he sent
yeah.
me, because it's a fear out there. And I have a lot of women ask me, is that a real thing? Is it a fake? Because there are some people out there that are not as honest as you are. And I assure you it was real, but I mean, he was just so patient with me and my questions and the craziness that I did. And finally he said, wait a minute, I know that person. Okay, you're real. It was really stellar. And I also know another thing compared to the other conferences is that you have, at your personal inconvenience, changed
Thank you.
things where it hurt your business because you cared more about the safety, the feelings, and the
Yeah,
emotions of the people that
exactly.
you were serving. And I don't know any other conference that does that. And that's one reason I wanted you on here compared to the other
Thank you.
conferences
Thank you
because
for identifying that. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people, well, you're in the business, oh, we're going to do this, we don't really care what you feel, and you actually have a heart for the people, a heart for
Yeah.
your speakers, a heart for your employees, a heart. I just really thank you for being that kind of person. But I also know, everyone, that, he needs support. He really does seriously need support because he's that person. He needs support from people out there to become sponsors for him, to speak with him, because it's such an honest, stellar organization that actually cares about you. And I know this sounds like a big commercial, but it is from me because it's my heart that I've spoke a lot of different conferences. I've been in 30 over the last 2.5 years. And yet you're the only one who put me first and other women and men.
It's a
Whereas,
great, yeah,
yes.
it's a great remark. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's just very important. When the challenges, oh my goodness, wars and rumors of wars and unrest, and it's just been a crazy couple of years, hasn't it? COVID, just one thing after another, and yet you're hanging in there and you're still doing it, and I'm so glad you didn't give up. I don't know what gave you that strength, but it's a strength you could pass on to others too. Yeah, definitely. Because we got to hang in there when things don't fall always the way we want. Yeah, customs holding all of your stuff, that was one. I mean, there's just been a lot of things. Yet every conference I've been at has been, well, it ends with everybody hugging each other and we're still all friends and they've all been on my podcast. And there's just been so much love that comes through that, even with the trying times, or maybe because of the trying times, that we all bond together, and it's such a wonderful thing. What advice would you give a speaker that is looking to go global? Because you are global and it goes both ways. Global, even if you come here, you're still global for the other people. What advice would you give them? I know a lot of people are afraid right now, but I travel all the time.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice? Because a lot of people are afraid to do that. I put you on the spot. I know. I like to
Yeah.
do that.
My suggestion, if any speaker want to become a globally renowned speaker, they must join the conferences, at least 2 or 3 conferences, international destinations. They should not stick to one conference. Let us say one thing, like if they're going for a single destination every year, so it's not like there is no guarantee like they will become global. Yeah. So they should join different destinations. They should join USA, and this year, maybe next year, Europe, or the same year, different continents like Asia Pacific, Europe, and USA, and even Middle East. So they should join multiple destinations. So this is one point I would like to suggest, because it's not guaranteed like one person will attend a single conference every day. I mean every year. So it is if you go for the multiple destinations, obviously there will be a global audience, because continental wise, if we organize a conference in Europe, many Europeans also will join, and also they will get notified. And also one more suggestion I would like to give: they should maintain a personal website. So rather than maintaining in addition to the LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, so obviously they should maintain a dedicated personal website in which they must promote their talks. Obviously, most of the speakers are doing. However, and they should also have this option, and this must be in their LinkedIn profile, and also they have to like associate with event organizers as a advisors, and they should must publish at least a success story or an article annually, at least every year, or at least biannual or triannual, like 3 times in a year, or 4 times in a year, or 2 times in a year. At least they should have that frequency. That means consistent publication should be there, even though they are speakers. And sometimes, let us say, we also have an option called success story of speaker in our journal. The speaker can also publish their success story in our journal. This we are releasing in every speaker one time in a year. These kind of activities they have to engage. It's not only like joining the conference. In addition to that, they have to publish their articles and also their success stories in our journal. This is an additional advice I would like to suggest. So
Yeah.
obviously they have to post. They have to post themselves, or at least through their colleagues. They have to post their latest talks, latest articles in their social media account, and they must maintain the consistent text. The content is king. So whatever they are posting in the social media, it should be realistic. It should be very interesting, eye-catching, and it should be unique. The content, whatever they are posting, the talk, whatever they are giving, it should be unique. And they must keep in mind this talk is completely different from whatever already given by other speakers, because it should not be common. It should not be common talk. It should be uncommon. Yeah. This is my another advice. Yeah. Because we used to see many talks given by other speakers. But fortunately we used to find there is a uniqueness in the talk. So this is where most of the speakers must be focused. And another point I would like to suggest, they must see what the other speaker, like how the other speaker is giving the talk, and then what is the theme of the talk. They should listen number of talks. It's not like few talks. It should be every day they should see at least 2 to 3 talks of other speakers who are giving. Then they will identify and they can definitely catch the new thing. And if they want to become a good speaker, they should focus on only speaking. It's not like some other branding, some other domain. If they want to become an international speaker, their focus must be on speaking only. It's not like some other deviation. And another advice I would like to give, they should start the day with a particular object. What is new thing they want to invent in their speaking style? At least 1% they have to change into a progressive way. Yeah.
Even more.
Every day. Yeah. So these are some of the ideas I'm giving.
And the other thing, everybody asks me this. When you speak in another country, it's in English, okay?
Yeah.
We're the only country in the world that doesn't learn other languages much, but everybody else has been gracious enough to learn English for us. But it's actually because I remember one girl, it was in Toronto, and she was just struggling, and maybe it was Porto. I don't know. I've been to too many places, but she was struggling, and I heard her again at another one of your conferences, and her English had gone from here to here. I mean, she had her thing memorized, she had her slides. It was just like night and day. So it
The
actually
uniqueness.
helped
See,
her to be
one of
more
the
bilingual just doing the
one,
conference, gave her a reason. That was kind of
I
fun.
always use to see that uniqueness in your talk, because most of the speakers they use to follow the routine style, but
Hmm.
your talk, it's a different. It will stimulate the hall. It will stimulate the hall. Remaining people got activated. So that's the uniqueness feature you're
Right.
giving. That is one of the good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And you did put us up on Times Square, didn't you?
Can you please repeat? I'm just yeah.
That was kind of fun. That was really fun. Do you have any advice for people who want to start their own business like you did? Because I know you have been through a major amount of challenges that most people never have to do. And any advice to give them to keep going when it's hard?
One thing you have to keep in mind, everything is temporary, and everything happen for a reason. It should not like we see everything we cannot change. It's not like if you have something in mind, it's not 100% correct way to like assume the same thing will happen. Things will happen. It's like passing a river, you know. Yeah. Only one thing I would like to suggest is destiny is the ultimate decision maker. Of course, we can do. We must try our best, and at the same time, we have to keep in mind if
Right.
something happen in a different way, it's not in our hand. But we must try. We must try 100% till the end. But result must not be in our hand. So that's the
Awesome.
thing. Because it's not like if we keep on in mind stating that it should happen, it should happen, it should happen. Of course, it will happen 90% of the times. If not, you should leave for the destiny. You should leave for the universe, because universe is more powerful than ourselves, and at the same time universe will support us if we do in an ethical way, and if we keep our efforts 100% without any deviation, without any compromise. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. So, believe it or not, we're over 20 minutes. So, see, you were worried.
Maybe,
I knew you would come
but
up
I
with
will
something.
definitely like maybe interested to do many more podcasts with you at least twice in a year
Yeah.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, go over what you got coming up. And of course, it will be in the call notes because I'm his big supporter here. Yeah. Just tell him everything that's coming up over the next few months, all your
You're
conferences.
talking you're talking about the upcoming conferences preparation, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
like there are conferences in our domain. We have one in Venice. And of course, we got the program finalized for this conference, and currently we are finalizing the logistics related to audio visuals and printing and also branding and promotion of the contents in social media and also in YouTube and press releases we are planning. Yeah. And so there are many things. It's not like a single point. We have to commit, and we should not think about other work. Even we have to sacrifice the family time.
Yeah.
Most of the I have two kids, and my parents are with me, so I have to balance all these things. So it's a big responsibility. We should feel it as a responsibility, and because it's a team, the contents and the family life is everything is balanced, and we are responsible for the proper execution of the contents. So of course, in every career, there must be many responsibilities, many tasks, and we should ensure each and every point, every minute. So obviously, there are so many responsibilities we have to, yeah, keep in mind. Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you for coming and being a guest. It
It's a
was
big honor to
very
share the stage with
informative. Now, hopefully, when people start asking me about it, I'll just send them this video and they can hear you talk about it.
Yeah.
Because people are always asking, what about that one? I said,
Yeah.
it's a great one. You just really want to grab hold of that. The last one, there was a lot of problems that, again, challenges, but we ended up such a room full of passion, caring, empowerment. It wasn't a room full of everybody showing off. It was a room full of everybody showing their heart.
Yeah.
And empowering each other. And of course, we're women, we were hugging, but a lot of hugging. And that was the atmosphere that your conferences have. It's an atmosphere of joining together to empower each other and not so much that I'm better than you. That doesn't really ever come out. So I don't know where you get all these people, but they're wonderful. And every conference I've been to has been. So thank you so much for showing up today. And thanks the audience. Any questions, you can always get a hold of me and I'll answer them, or I'll throw them to him and get back to you. If you want, we'll have his links, of course. Please consider signing up for something. And as always, remember to roar boldly and never give up.